Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again, it is Sunday, and that means it's time for the Texas Gun Vault Poll Question of the Week, a weekly vlog that I put out where I ask you, as my viewers and subscribers, about something that deals with guns, gun culture, politics, current events, the news, or something fun like EDC, or in this case, the color of guns, that I want to get your thoughts and opinions on. And as I said, this week is about the colors of firearms. Yeah, what a great topic. This was actually a question that was submitted by one of my Rumble subscribers, and he actually submitted another one in the past. And by the way, if you have an idea for a future Texas Gun Vault Poll Question of the Week, please email me at texasgunvault@gmail.com. I might use it and I will give you credit. So, as I mentioned, we are going to be talking about the colors of guns. And this is a great idea and something wonderful to talk about, because I can tell you that I don't like guns always in black. I know that some people think black and black only. It is just the color guns are supposed to be, or maybe stainless steel as well. But I know that I like guns in flat dark earth. I talk about it all the time. I build ARs in flat dark earth, and anytime guns are offered in multiple colors, I like to get the flat dark earth. Why? I don't know, it's just different. You know, I also think from a collector's perspective. If they make 20,000 of the gun in black and they know they're only going to sell 1,000 of the gun in flat dark earth, well, I'm going to buy that flat dark earth one because it could be more valuable in the future. But I also know that gun companies could offer guns in other colors. I can tell you that my wife likes pink. Now I know that's kind of stereotypical, girls liking pink, yeah. Well, there is a market for that. Do I think that gun companies need to flood the market with pink guns? No, they don't. But it'd be nice for them to offer them possibly once in a while in a pink variety, or a robin's egg, I believe is that little bluish color, or maybe OD green, flat dark earth, or something else. Give us a little bit more variety. Because, you know, we live in a world where we have options out the wazoo. We can go down to Walmart or Target and we have 50 different brands of toilet paper. Well, shouldn't we have a few more colors when it comes to our guns than just black? I think so, but I wanted to see what you guys had to say with this week's question. But before we get into your results, let's read the question and then we'll see how you guys voted. And once again, this question was submitted by Jeremiah P., aka Nobod, from Rumble. This week's question deals with firearms and the various color options some companies offer. Henry Ford once said, "Any customer can have a car painted any color that he wants, so long as it is black." Those days are now long gone. Does this have any relevance to firearms today? Palmetto State Armory has 4 options for the dagger. Taurus and others have given consumers many options as well. Black is the most common and popular, followed by a slowing growing contingent of browns, Coyote Tan, RAL 8000, and Flat Dark Earth. Are you interested in having more color options for firearms, and would you be willing to spend more to have the color you want? If so, which colors would interest you? Now I can tell you, I like guns in all colors, but I do have favorite colors. Now when it comes to guns, right now I'm on that flat dark earth kick. But when I first got into guns, green was my favorite color. It still is my favorite color in general, and man, do I like some shades of OD green. In fact, I was at the gun store recently looking at a CZP-07 in OD green. I thought it was really cool. I like the idea of green guns, and they go great with camo accessories, holsters and things. So I like the green, but I rarely see it. So I just kind of went on and got black originally, or stainless steel if that's just what the gun is made of. But man, would I like to see some OD green options as well. But I know that's also kind of a military color. But some people might want guns in other colors, flashier colors, for whatever reason. We want to accessorize our guns, and with as many guns as there is in circulation, you would think there would be more variety. But let's see what you guys had to say and which colors would interest you the most. With only 530 votes this week, we have yes, I want more offered in flat dark earth and OD green varieties, 49%. Yes, we need more camo options, 14%. Yes, I want more bright and wild colors, pinks, blues, and oranges, 5%. No, black and only black, and maybe stainless steel, 28%. And something else, explain in the comments, 3%. You know, the results of this poll actually made me kind of happy because, man, would I love to see more gun companies offer things in the flat dark earth and OD green variety. But no one really seems to talk about it or express that interest. Well, I'm glad that almost 50% of you, well, 49%, want this option as well. It's the option that I would have voted for. But let's go through each one of these and I'll give you guys my personal thoughts and opinions. And as of course we have yes, I want more offerings in flat dark earth and OD green varieties. And speaking of my early days of gun collecting and AR building, we have my very first SBR that I ever built, chambered in 9mm. Here it is. It is green. Well, it's mostly green. The receiver is green, and I have some Magpul furniture on it that is the OD green. I'll show you guys right here. Yeah, there you go. So I really wanted an OD green gun. And I found this receiver at a gun show. There used to be a gun shop here in Texas, and they were a manufacturer called SWAT Firearms. And they would show up to every gun show, and they had these billet lower receivers in every color you could possibly imagine. And they had one in green, and so I bought it. They later went out of business, and I find that this lower receiver is actually a little bit out of spec, especially when it comes to the safety selector switch, but it does work, and I made this gun in 9mm and registered it as an SBR. So how many people out there actually have a green 9mm SBR? Well, I wanted it. I thought it just simply looked cool. And it was cool because it was different. And so for me, if I'm gonna buy a gun that is not in black or stainless steel, I really want it in flat dark earth or olive drab green, just because it still has that military look, but it's something different. So I would have voted in the majority on this, but I wanted to bring this gun out because this was my first SBR. It runs pretty good. It's not perfect, but it is a lot of fun, and it is green, my absolute favorite color. Next we have, yes, we need more camo options. Now, the reason I added this is because I've reviewed a couple of AR-15s in the past that Dee has lent to the channel that were Cerakoted in camo, and they actually look really good. In the past, I really didn't like camo colors, but now I do. I really would like to have a gun in that digi camo. I think that looks awesome. But I'm fairly sure that it was actually kind of hard to Cerakote. And I'm not really a big fan of Cerakote. I want guns to come anodized a particular color, something that's going to be a little bit more durable than essentially something that's kind of like a spray paint. No, I know Duracoat and Cerakote is way better than spray paint, but I'm just saying it's not as durable of a finish as anodization. Then we have, yes, I want more bright and wild colors, pinks, blues, and oranges. Only 5%. I actually thought I would get more votes on that one because I know there's some ladies that watch my channel, and I know that my wife has a list of guns that she would like to have, but she wants them in pink. And some of them are actually kind of expensive. And I think to myself, man, I don't know if I want to spend all that money and then take it to a Cerakoter because it's not going to look as good as a factory finish. And those Cerakoters do a great job. But I did build her an AR-15 in pink. Well, the furniture is pink. I added as many pink accessories as I possibly could because finding a pink upper and lower receiver is kind of difficult. But I put on the pink Magpul furniture, found a pink magazine. I even have some pink controls on this bad boy. Then I got these wood grips from Brownworks. Yeah, I talk about Brownworks in all of my range reports, and I say that he did make AR-15 furniture in wood, and there it is. Take a look at that. Also some rail covers up here. And on one side, he even put the Texas Gun Princess, which of course is her YouTube handle. And I had laser engraved Hello Kitty with an AR-15, and I filled that in with some pink nail polish. So yeah, this is a pretty cool gun. It runs great. It's actually a really accurate gun, and my wife loves it. And she has other guns on her list that she wants. She wants an AK-47. And we saw one once at a gun show, and it was pink. It had pink laminate furniture, but we've never seen it since. I think it was a Palmetto State Armory that somebody had done up, and so that was really interesting to see, and she wants one, but I haven't found it since. But if it was pink, I could get her into an AK. So if gun companies offered that, they would make another sale. And I'm sure there are some ladies out there that would like the pink, or guys out there, if you want the pink too, that's totally cool. Then we have no black and only black, and maybe stainless steel. It's got 28%. I knew there's a large contingency of people out there, and every time I review a gun or show off a gun of my collection that is in flat dark earth, people go, I like that gun. I don't like the color. It's baby poop brown. I get it, but when you open your safe and every gun is black, nothing really stands out. It's almost camo in its own way. It's just black across the board. You don't get to see all the intricacies of the frames and the receivers and the markings because it's all blends in together. Give me some color varieties, but I understand that some people are traditionalists and that's all that they want. And that's fine. Only 28% still, the second amount of votes, but I understand where they're coming from. I just like to have that variety, especially, most importantly, because you guys know I'm a Second Amendment advocate. If we had more color options in guns, that might get people to, number one, buy more guns because it's a gun in a color that they want, but also might interest them in buying the gun, period. It would help the firearms industry and support the Second Amendment. Then we have something else explained in the comments. And I always put this as kind of a catch-all thing because I only get 5 options on these YouTube polls. So I brought out, as I said in the past, this Q Sugar Weasel chambered in 5.56. And this is going to be on the something other category because I really think Q did something interesting here. This is, of course, an AR-15 pattern rifle. Well, actually, it's a pistol because it has the pistol brace. However, it is a unique color. This is not flat dark earth. As you see, this is kind of a yellowish color, and the handguard is kind of a silverish color, but it's not silver. This is actually clear anodization. So after they machine the uppers and lowers down and the handguards down, they just clear anodize it. So it gives it that really interesting color. And one of the things about the Q firearms that I like is this color scheme. It is different, and it really stands out. It's still tactical. You know, it still looks kind of like a flat dark earth. It looks like it could be used by a military or a police agency, but it's not black. It's something different, and they're thinking outside the box, and I do like that. And some people mentioned other colors like this. So I wanted to show this, and this is something that I think would qualify as the something else. So that is what I think and had to say about these. So let's see what you guys had to say with the top rated comments of the week. And with the top rated comment of the week, we have Mel Smith 18, who says, black and only black, it's the scariest. And yeah, for a lot of people that are anti-gunners, the black guns are the scariest, the black rifles, because they're not made of wood. I totally get that. And some people are going to like black because it conceals better with what they're wearing. It doesn't stick out. I can see the tactical advantages of it. And plus, we've been dealing with black finishes for a long time, so they're extremely durable. Plus, the anti-gunners think it's really scary. Then we have What's Up 2169, who said, yes, a variety of colors is good, but not at an extra cost. I work with polymers, and colors other than black are not more expensive. That's just the gun industries that's charging a premium. And I do see where he's coming from. Actually, I used to work in a machine shop a long time ago, making brass instrument mouthpieces. And these things can sell for $200. But when it comes to labor and cost of production, it's about $7 to make. It's just the markup of what the market can bear. And sometimes these gun companies will come up with a limited production of a particular color. And because they are limited, they're probably going to be more desirable. They can jack up the price a little bit. But I understand they don't really cost any more to make. Then we have Nate Gifford 9640, who says, guns and holsters are like belts and shoes, black and brown. I don't know. In the entertainment industry and in the performance industry where I actually work, I see people wear costumes of more than just black and brown belts. I've seen it all, from pink studs to greens and blues. But I understand what you're saying. In most situations, black and brown is just going to be the classic colors forever. I don't think it is ever going to change. It has been that way since the beginning of time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I still think, though, we should be giving people more options, especially if it gets the guns in their hands and gets people more interested in shooting, thus preserving the Second Amendment for generations to come. Then we have Praetor Cambu, who says, I've always been partial to green. I'm so glad there's someone else out there that thinks like me. Green is my favorite color. Green is also the color that we can see the most shades of because it's right in the middle of the visual spectrum. Yeah, so when you see a green laser or a green reticle on a sight, it's actually the best. The reds are in the lower energy field and the blues are in the higher. The reds, you can't see all the shades. Some people that are red colorblind will have issues with it, but green is right in the center and you'll see the most shades of it. Then we have Steve Kaufman 9244 who said, I personally don't have much interest in other colors. Black and stainless are fine for me. I think it's great that there are options for other people. The color options could help get someone more interested in becoming a gun owner than just plain black. It might push them that last inch over the fence in deciding to buy one, and that's good for all of us. Bingo, Steve. You and I are echoing the same sentiment. That's it. If it gets guns in the hands of responsible, law-abiding citizens, gets them to go to the range and shoot and want to preserve the Second Amendment, then those new colors are doing their jobs. And then finally, we have Keith Tate 1241 who says, my EDC has a desert tan frame and I love it, but generally prefer black frame and stainless slide. I don't care for the bright colors, but if that is someone's choice, then I am glad it is being produced so everyone can acquire the firearm they aesthetically prefer, as long as it does its intended job. And that's it. There are people out there that want other colors, and gun companies really, I think, are missing the mark on this. I understand it takes more time to produce the guns in the other colors. I totally get it, but I really think in the long run it would be worth it. If you're gonna make 10,000 guns in black, come on, you can make a run of 2,500 in flat dark earth, make a couple hundred in pink, you know, for the ladies. I'm telling you, they will sell. Make some in OD green. You don't have to make the same number of you're going to do in black. As I said, kind of tier it. You know that people are going to like black, then flat dark earth, then green, and then maybe the pink or something else. Give them the options. You might be surprised what you can sell. And I think it would help the gun industry and the Second Amendment as a whole. So that is the Texas Gun Vault Poll Question of the week. What a great question. It's something that I wanted to talk about. So thank you very much, Jeremiah, for the idea. And once again, if you want to help me pick a poll for the future, please email me at texasgunvault@gmail.com. If I use yours, I will definitely give you credit. So that's what I think. And that's what you think. And if you want to participate in next week's poll, please go to the community tab of my YouTube channel. I will also put a link in the description below. Go over there, see what the poll is about, which, by the way, the next one is number 100. See what the poll has to say, vote, comment, and like other people's comments so we can get the top-rated comment of the week. So I hope you enjoyed this discussion as much as I did, and I love making these every Sunday. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And, as always, thanks for watching.